Hey guys, Asim here. So in today's video I'm going to do a 2018 beginner's guide, and the reason why is because I feel like Keller have made so many changes to the game that some other beginner's guide out there are outdated. And in this beginner's guide we'll go through what character stats mean, currency, inventory, how you should equip the accessories, what build you should do depending on the stats, orders, gift box, brave battles, quests, events, and other things here and there. So let's start off with Aizen and stats. So stamina is basically your health, attack increases your normal attack, which is basically the big button on the bottom right, but it also increases your strong attack slightly. Defense decreases damage taken, focus increases your chance to crit, which causes more damage, and SP increases the damage on your strong attacks and special. So if you look here, when you evolve your character from 5-star to 6-star, you get a killer. So in this case we got Aizen, who's got Soul Reaper killer, so he does 20% extra damage to a Soul Reaper. And you have other killers such as Hollow, Aronka, which do 20% extra damage. And then you got Captain and Spider, which do 40%. And the reason why it's 40% is because in PvE, which is basically story co-op events, only the bosses are Espada or Captain, while the mobs who you verse at a frequent basis are either Soul Reaper, Hollow, or Aronka. Then you got a special, and it's got a description as well. So in this case, it's a full incantation Kurohitsugi, a jet black coffin raging with gravitational forces that inflicts immense damage and has a very small chance to insta-kill. The insta-kill is very rare on some characters. Other characters can cause a status effect such as freeze, burn, and weakening. And then every character has a soul trait. So in this case, it's strong attack rate just time -12%. So I don't have to wait as long for my strong attacks. If you press the augment button, you can equip the accessories and character links. As you can see, I'm missing one link because I used that link for another character. So if you go to the soul tree, characters from 1-star to 5-star use crystals, while 6-star use jewels. And if you click on them, you can use jewels, coins, and spirit orbs, and it requires 5 small purple jewels. Never use spirit orbs on your soul tree, trust me, only use it on character summons, not character upgrades. Always use coins. If you don't have the item, go farm it, simple as that. They're always open to farm. And also, when you have a character at 6-star, they gain certain skills which makes them much better, and they require specific characters. In this case, to get long reach 20%, I need a 1-star, 5-star Raid Aizen and 1 4-star Raid Aizen as well. Calab do release weekly events. Sometimes they don't always look weekly, where you can get a skill key, and when you use a skill key, you don't need those characters to unlock that skill. You just press skill key, use one, and then move on. So that's basically how a 6-star upgrades work. If you press the augment button, this is where you put your accessories and character links. And depending on the character stats, which we'll go into very soon, you will use certain soul traits as well. So let's go to the accessories first. I'll explain accessories, then we'll explain everything about the characters. So let's talk about accessories real quick. So in this case, let me sort it out real quickly. 1-star items are basically the most basic items. They get to level 10, and as you can see, they have no second effect. 2-star items get to level 20 and have no second effect. 3-star items get to level 30, 4 get to 40, and 5 get to 50. And the major difference between 5-star items and 1 to 4 is the second effect, and the second effect is very useful depending on your luck. So let's press sort. So here you can sort out your characters from rarity, level, accessory acquired, and second effect, as well as ascending and descending order. And the best thing about recent updates is you can filter your accessory as well. So here you can filter with your attribute and the rarity of the item, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to change it from ascending to descending, and here you go, boom, 5-star items. So it's really important that you know which items to equip on which characters. But let me explain the second effect really quickly. So as you can see, I clicked on an orange Yuki dispenser. So what it does, it says focus reduced to 0, so you can't cause critical damage. SP and stamina plus 10%, max 20. And the reason why it says max 20 is because if you equipped an orange item to an orange character, and in this case we have to tag team Sophon, we gain SP and stamina plus 20%. But if I was to equip this item on a green character, it would be SP and stamina plus 10%. Also, same thing with the second effect. We got stamina plus 20, but max 40. So in this case, my tag team so far gets 40%. While if I equip this item on a green character, it would be stamina plus 20 only. The best second effects are 40 stamina, 30 attack, and 30 SP. The second best are probably 24 stamina, 20 attack, 20 SP, and all stats 10%. But various items have various uses. So example, the Tenshintai has special move effect, max 100%, so your special does 100% extra damage. Spirit Core reduces the status alignment duration by 30%. So if you have burn, you have 30% duration less burn. Same thing with freeze, weakening, and whatnot. Then you got the Serite Bulletin Special Edition, which increases the XP gain. So this makes leveling your characters much easier. Then you got the Purples, which focus reduced to 0, attack stamina max 20. And this is similar to the Captain's Robe. You got Aranka Spider gain 20, but 40 if they're Aranka, and many other items. So if you want to max out these items, I highly suggest that you use hearts. Hearts are very easy to get these days. When they first came out, they were very hard. Plus they actually took up inventory space, but now they have their own tab and you can collect as much as possible. So when you collect hearts, it won't increase this number here. So my number currently is 379. Obviously I can't fit 10,000 2-star hearts within my accessory list. So yeah, use these to max out your accessories. They give much more points compared to the similar accessories. So for example, you can feed 1-star items into a accessory, and I think they give 150 XP for the item. But if you use a 1-star heart, it gives you 500 XP. And same thing for the 2-star hearts, they give more XP than a 2-star item. Same thing with the 3 and 4. So the fusion tab. So what this does is it increases your item from 4-star to 5-star, and it gives you that second effect, and it's usually random. So to do this, if you're maxing out a 4-star robe, you're gonna need, sorry, a 4-star blue robe, you're gonna need 10 blue dust and 1 blue book. So you need specific dust and specific book colors for specific items. And to farm these dust, there is a co-op event out there where you can farm dust and a chance to drop a book. So the books are definitely harder than the dust to get. Then you got immutable balls, which are used to get. So if you're evolving a 1-star item to a 2-star item and you want the item to stay the same, just increase star level, use the 1-star ball. 2 to 3, use this 2-star immutable ball. And from 3 to 4, use a 3-star immutable ball. And I'll show you how you guys can get this. You guys can get this from the point events or the metal exchange, and they're very cheap in the metal exchange. So second effect I used for the rerolls for the 5-star items. So what this means is you can change your second effect depending on luck with these brushes, so it's a free. But another way you can do this is if you merge a 5-star item into another 5-star item, and that's another reroll as well. So normal reroll brush is basically random, while this super reroll brush, which we've only gotten once so far, gives you the max stat of a certain stat. For example, it will only give you stamina 40, attack 30, SP 30, focus 30, defense 30, and all stats 6 and 10. I'm not sure why 6 is in there, but I've seen people get 6. And also, if you wanted to filter out your characters, you got your characters here, sort, same thing with accessories. You can sort by attribute, rarity, even soul trait, and various other things you can do. So level, ascension, attack, defense, focus, and whatnot. Ascending, descending order. So let's go into materials real quickly. So crystals are used to max out your 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star characters. You also got XP crystals to give them XP. So if you want to get your character maxed out quickly, just use XP crystals. Defense jewels, these are used for 6-star characters. So same thing with the SP, attack, stamina, and focus. Droplets are used to max out your characters from 150 to 200. Link slot potions are used to max out your link slot. We'll go into more detail later. And we got character crystals, which are used to max out your frenzy characters, which are usually monthly characters who have double soul trait and are really useful mainly for their soul trait, not for the actual stats. And then you got heaps here. And then you got skill keys, which basically give you a free pass on your 6-star skill and you don't need those actual raid characters. Then you got Hoku's, which the normal Hoku allows your character to go from 5-star to 6-star, and Hoku will allows your 6-star level 150 to go from 150 to 200, but you need droplets as well. So let's talk about character builds right now. Alright, so I'm going to edit. Alright, let's start off with Aizen, since he is a really important character. So if you go augment, here you can feed in characters to max out these 4 little balls, and those increase the level cap, which are required for the soul tree as well to increase your level cap further. However, if we go back and go to, you can press effects or you can press soul tree and see his effects, but it's probably easier to do it here. Or if you know the description of the 6-star abilities, you can click here as well. So if you click here, it says devastation plus 40%. What that means is it increases our special move damage by 40%. So this one, enhancer, increases buff skill duration time. Frenzy increases strong attack hits. So if one of my strong attacks does 1000 damage, it will do 2000 damage because we got that 1 extra hit. And characters with Frenzy usually have very high SP, and you want to maintain that high SP. So if we go augment and we go accessories, as you can see from my accessories, I have SP, SP, and attack. I would have put a tension tie with SP, but unfortunately I don't have that second effect. So this is where the luck comes in, depending on your second effects. So let me sort out real quickly. So I don't want to put an item such as this Chappy dispense here, SP reduced to 0 and all other stats 30%. There are very, very rare cases when you can put this on frenzy characters, but in general I suggest that you don't. This guy has very high SP, 753, one of the highest in the game. He has frenzy and a very nice move pool, therefore you want to maintain it so he does maximum damage output. So what items should you put on this character? Basically items that increase SP, stamina, and in some cases, if you want to make him a hybrid build, attack as well. So depending on your second effects, you can get a captain's robe with attack, defense, focus, and any other thing. You want to aim for SP if you want to put it on this character. So because it's a Soul Reaper, you also want to put a captain's robe, not a Ishin Charm, which is for no affiliation characters. Then you got Inrakus, which is for humans, and then you got Incomplete Hoku, which are for Espartas and Aranka. And because he's got the insta kill and very high special damage, I gave him the Tenshin type, which increases special move damage caused. So this guy does crazy damage on his strong attacks, crazy damage on his special, plus with the chance to insta kill, and decent damage on his normal attack because I do have 30% extra attack. So regarding the character links, what should you use and when? So if you want really fast strong attacks and want to use them more often, then definitely go with strong attack for recharge time. So what this does is it decreases the cooldown on your strong attacks. However, if you want to just raw damage increase, then you go for increased strong attack damage. So this actually increases the strong attack damage. However, if you do have frenzy characters, which I'll show here, let me pull one up real quickly. See, these are the friendly characters, and this is why they're really important. So you can have both of the best of both worlds. I can't even speak. But you got strong attack recharge time negative 11% and strong attack damage plus 16. So you can use your strong attacks more frequently, plus they do more damage. And if you want to go for a hybrid build, you got characters such as Grimjow, strong attack damage plus 18% and normal attack damage plus 16. So there's heaps of variations you can do, and builds do vary between PvE, which is story, co-op, events, and PvP, which is player versus player. Most people would use damage reduction in player versus player to stall and get the soul bomb, or they would use strong attack damage to form glass cannon teams, but we'll go into that in more detail later. So let's show off another character who has different 6-star abilities. So in this case, we got Poise, Medic, Flurry. So what are Poise, Medic, and Flurry? So we go to 6-star skills. We got Long Reach, increases normal attack area effect. Poise negates that effect when taking damage, so you don't get staggered and you can use your strong attacks whenever you want. Medic, healing skill affects more team members, so you can heal your whole team in this case. Flurry increases normal attack hits, so similar to Frenzy but for normal attack damage. So if my normal attack hits for 1000, the one swing will now do 2000 damage because we have +1 hits. So what does this mean in terms of what stats you should aim for? Aim for attack. Since you have increased normal attack damage, you want more attack than SP, because SP, like I said, is for strong attack and special, while attack is mainly for normal attack, but also increases your strong attack damage special slightly. So let's go augment. This would be easier. So in this case, as you can see, I got SP reduced to 0, all other at stats plus 30%. So we get extra 30 focus, which allows us to crit, meaning more DPS, damage per second, more defense, more attack, more stamina, making her more tanky. And second effect is attack 30%, so we get 60% extra attack just from this item. Same thing with the captain's robe, 40% extra stamina because she is a soul reaper and a captain, but they can be either one for this 40% stamina to work. Second effect is 30 attack, so all up just these two items we get 90% attack, we get 70% stamina and 30% of the rest of the effects besides SP, and then we equipped a third item. So what does this mean in terms of links? You want normal attack damage. The reason why I have damage reduction is for PvP, because trust me, you're gonna need damage reduction in PvP. Plus obviously reduce damage in PvE as well. So if you wanna auto the game, you can just put damage reduction and make sure that she doesn't get hit for really hard. Plus this character does heal, and which is really good for auto. So that's basically the items and the the character links. I'll quickly describe what the soul links are. So as you can see, I have 10, 10, 10. So what does this mean? So if you go upgrade slot, you do something called the inheritance zone, which gives you these specific color potions, as well as rainbow, and rainbow can be used for any color, and you use them to upgrade your link slots from level 0 to 10. 0 gives you nothing, 1 gives you 2%, and as you move up, you get more percentage. In this case, level 10 gives you 20%. But there are various things that you need to know for the character's link slots to work, and what you need is a character who has a max soul tree of level of, sorry, let me start that again. He has to be 6-star with 100% soul tree. That's all you need for him, for that character to give you extra stats. For example, let me take out Shunsui. Let me reset real quickly. So increase normal attack damage. So here we got Shunsui, purple, 150. As you can see, it's green, meaning the soul tree is complete, and you will get extra stats. And the only way to get extra stats, if you equip a purple character to a purple character, you get the extra stats. So if I have link slot potions on an orange character, I need to equip an orange character with the green number as 6-star to get extra stats. So what does Shunsui give me? Shunsui gives me an extra 203 stamina, 135 attack, defense 67, and SP 121. Wouldn't really care about the SP, but watch my stats jump, boom, 408 attack, 599 stamina. Inheritance zone is more for late game and veterans. It is actually very hard to do, especially if you're very new to the game, and you're gonna need, top tier characters to do it, or else it'll take too long for you guys to farm. But now let's move on to the other options within the game. So we got shop here, we got characters, so there are various priorities in summoning. The main characters, trust me, are top priority. They have the best stats, the best 6-star abilities, except for maybe 2 of them, and the best move pools as well. So the thing is, they're available for limited time only. In this case, they did bring back the first batch, which is really interesting, I think maybe because of the New Year's. But Shunsui, Bankai Shunsui is from the first batch. Same thing with the Toshiro, who I'll show off now. So Adult Toshiro is from the first batch. Second batch is still going, and let me tell you that Yachiru is the most OP character in the game. So if you can get her before the 31st, where these summons ends, then definitely get her. Same thing with Bunken. Bunken's really decent, and Yachiru is not bad as well. Here we got attribute summons. This is changed at a frequent basis as well, so you go from orange to green to red and whatnot. So if you're lacking a specific attribute character, you can go ahead and summon for this. Premium summons, I suggest that you don't go for premium summons, they're pretty outdated, and this basically has every single 5-star in the game, so the chances of you getting a specific character you want are very, very small, so I don't suggest you go for this. A couple of things to keep in mind: mid-month catches that come out will release 3 new characters. They have a 3% chance of getting a 5-star, but if you do get a 5-star, you're guaranteed to get one of those 3 new characters. End of month characters, they will announce 3 new ones, but it's double chance, so instead of 3%, it's 6%. However, there are fillers within the banners, so it's not guaranteed that you'll get a new character. If you do get a 5-star, you might get a filler character, which may be a dupe, but dupes are not always bad because you do need links in the game, such as normal attack, strong attack, and damage reduction. And if you ask me where to spend your orbs, definitely spend your orbs on new characters. Do not spend it on accessories because, yes, these items do look cool. The gold items, you know, the gold Yuki, gold Purples, and gold Chappy. But the chance of these dropping are very, very small. 0.5% chance. Very, very small, like I said. So just use accessory tickets and hope for the best. You'll definitely get 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star, and frequently 4-star tickets. And there are various tickets within the game. You know, Soul Reaper Army events will drop a guaranteed 4-star, 5-star ticket. So you either get a 4-star or 5-star. Then you got the premium accessory ticket, which is the most popular one, which will get you a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star if you're lucky. So if you go to the shop, we got various packs we can buy. These are for real money, so pay to win. Not really pay to win, this game's not really pay to win, but just to make the game much easier. And then you got specific character packs. And then you got Con's Corner. These are basically friend points, and they have changed this recently, and let me tell you, it was one of the best updates they've done. It now gives you crystals, jewels, droplets, and Hogakus, which is really, really nice. Especially the droplet thing and the Hogakus. So let's go back. Alright, so let's go through the other icons. So we got the gift box. This is where you collect all your stuff. So you collect your gifts, which are usually coins, jewels, crystals, accessory tickets, summoning tickets. Soul tickets are your energy to use in the game. Characters, pretty self-explanatory, and friend points. So orders, this is where you do your dailies, your weeklies. Free basically means your all-time events, and events are for when new events come out. There are usually orders to complete at a certain amount of times, which gives you a certain rewards. So regarding dailies, for example, clear co-op quests, clear story quests, defeat 100 enemies, 300 enemies, 3 brave battles, 5 brave battles, and as you can see, I haven't done the co-op today. So it's best that you collect your rewards as soon as you get them, depending on the tickets though. You don't want to overhaul on your tickets. But if you don't collect them on that day that you do your dailies, they will still continue to the next day. However, after that, they will disappear. Even if you collect them or not, they will disappear regardless. Weeklies, I've done my weeklies. Free, basically you play the game and you'll unlock these eventually. So login days, pretty self-explanatory. Brave battles, which is PvP. Unlock 660 types of specific characters. Fusion, defeat enemies, take friends, and acquire certain crystal jewels. Like I said, events is when certain events come out, you have certain orders to do. So these might be like, complete this event 10 times, 15, 20, and you'll get specific rewards. Then you got your friends, which show all your friends and where you can accept, decline friends as well. Then you got your quests, so you got events, this is where you see events. So if you press in this case, so we got the Cons Bonanza, Intensive Calls. Intensive Calls is really, really good. So if you got a character within this list, or if you press the information icon and you need these characters to max out your soul tree of your 6-star character, you can farm them here. It's much easier to farm here than the actual raids, and we'll explain that soon. So here you got your event. You got normal events such as this one here, which usually has a lottery at the end, or you got a point event where you accumulate points depending on how much times you do it, and you can unlock so many rewards. For example, the editing brush, which is basically a free reroll, like I said, tickets, orbs, crystals, jewels, Hogakus, Brave Soul tickets, 3-star hearts, 2-star hearts, and that's excluding the lottery. So every 1,000 points you get, you also get a free spin as well. These are the best events. The whole community loves this event, trust me. The Frenzy Intensive Course comes around here and there, and these are for the Frenzy characters, in the sense that the monthly characters with the double Soul Trait, here you can get the specific crystals to upgrade them and enhance their Soul Trait. So raids are for maxing out characters. If you press that icon there, it'll tell you for what characters you need it. For now, it's basically Bankai Shunsui, but if we go to the Raid Shunsui, we need it for Nanao, Lisa, and Stark. So this is where you can find droplets. Raids drop droplets and jewels, and as well as the raid characters. And if you max out the raid characters as well, you can get orbs, so keep that in mind. Then you got your 4-star raids. These also drop droplets as well, but I think it's less droplets in the 5-star raids. So this is open every time 24/7, and here you can farm your crystals for your 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star characters. So here you can farm your SP, attacks, defense, stamina, and focus. And if you have 6-star characters, here you can farm jewels as well. And they have a very small chance of dropping Hokus, which is really nice as well. And let me go to the album real quickly. I just want to explain one thing. So if you get a character to their max level, you will get orbs, excluding level 200s. So if we scroll down, this might take a bit. But basically 1-star characters give you, I believe, 10 orbs. 2-star characters give you, I believe it's 15 orbs. But I know 3-star characters give you 25 orbs, and this ribbon on the top right corner means you've maxed out their actual level, not their soul tree. If their level is in the green text, it means that's maxed out soul tree. As you can see, you can max out raid characters and get orbs, so 4-star characters do give you 35 orbs. And definitely, also another piece of advice, save your 4-star characters that drop from events. They'll be specific to that event, so if the event goes, you won't be able to get that character ever again. And then we got 5-star characters who I haven't actually maxed out, Yachiru and Unohana, so that's really good that I've done this video. But they give you 50 orbs, and 6-star characters give you 75 orbs, which I'll show here. There you go, it's with the ribbon. So this normal ribbon here is maxed out 6-star at level 150, but the one with the purple is maxed out level 200. So let's go back to the quest. So here you got story mode, you got your main story, your side story. You press part, you can choose a chapter, and then you got difficulty as well. Usually it's on normal. When you finish that chapter, you unlock the hard mode. Basically the exact same story, but harder, but you also get orbs for completing the story as well. And it's really nice that Calab have done that. Hopefully they do put a third difficulty in there, such as Nightmare or Very Hard, and we can get more orbs for those veterans out there. But let's go back. Then you got sub-stories, which are basically events that are available forever. So here we got a few. And they give you just free 4-star characters, tickets, coins as well. And let's go back to quest. And then you got co-op. So co-op is basically online. In this case, we got extreme co-op, so only 3rd seat and above can play. 7th seat. Then you got the Frenzy Crystal co-op event, raids. And then you got the accessory fusion trial. So this is where you can get your dust and book to get your accessories from 4-star to 5-star. And then you got coins and random stories. People never really complete, they never really do this, the 13 court guard training, the visor attack and Aranka. People usually do the fusion trials, raids, as well as extreme co-op and the frenzy events as well. So let's talk some PvP. So you go battle. Let me go ranking first. So you got various different seats. You got 10th seat, 9th seat, all the way. If you're new to this game, you'll be 10th seat, and then when you rank up, you go 9, 8, 7, and so on. The higher you go, the more harder it becomes, as more geared and top tier characters will appear. So we'll press prepare for battle. As you can see, I'm Lieutenant, and there are various strategies you can run. So attack strategy is for characters who want to use their strong attacks. Special is for gathering the soul bomb and using your soul bomb. And attribute is for usually characters who have chappy, so you get the attribute advantage. For example, green beats blue, blue beats red, but red beats green. And you'll get the advantage while the enemy gets the disadvantage. So in this case, my team, as I showed you the Unohana before, basically my other characters are the same. So the Kenny and the Christmas Uru, they have chappies, therefore all three of them have 0 SP. So that's why I use the attribute strategy. But if I had characters with Frenzy, high SP and whatnot, I'd go with attack. Or if I want to use a Soul Bomb and a character has Bombardment, which is basically the Frenzy of the special, so you have more special hits, I would go with the special. So what are some really good links in PvP? Damage reduction is number 1. Normal attack if you have a chappied character. Strong attack damage for frenzy characters, and that's basically about it. Those are the 3 main links used in PvP. And the more wins you get, the more points you get. And the purple bar, in this case where I am, I'm going to get D ranked if I don't get within the green bar. Green bar means you will stay within that rank the next week, and red bar means you're going to get promoted. So PvP goes for 1 week and then it's resetted. So after the reset, you either get D ranked, stay in your rank, and then you get these con metal coins. These are used to buy various items. For example, in this case, we can buy characters. These characters can only be obtained through the metal exchange, and I suggest that you get all of them, starting off with the 5 stars, because if you max them out, basically free orbs. You can buy crystals and even jewels in this case. I suggest that you don't, I suggest that you farm them. They are cheap, and if you don't have time to farm, then it's probably okay to use them here. So I was saying before, jewels, you got awakened materials, 300. I suggest you don't buy this anymore, because the cons points or defend points will give you Hokus like crazy, trust me. Alright, let's go accessories. You can buy hearts. Usually no one buys them now. It's so easy to get hearts now, especially in the point event. Fusion. Here you can buy the immutable balls like I was telling you. Trust me, it's worth buying the immutable balls if you need to max out some items. But do not, I can't emphasize so much, do not buy dust and books from here. They are too expensive. 2,000 for 1 book. You can get 2 5-star characters and probably another 4-star character from the character metal exchange. Second effect, 3,000 for a pen. Don't buy this, trust me, just wait for certain events that drop this. Items, you can pay 100 to get a ticket. I sometimes get this, depends on what events are out. And summoning tickets, people don't really buy this, but you can buy it if you want to test out your luck and if you feel lucky. But the Brave Soul tickets is much better than the premium tickets, so keep that in mind. So it's really good if you do get promoted. So the higher you get promoted, the more medals you get. So for example, if you're in the Lieutenant League, which is I'm in now, and you come, for example, 501 to 600, you get 410 rare medals. But let's say you're 10th seat and you're new to the game. If you get 601 to 1000, you only get 60, and the max you can get is 100. So if you rank up, 601 to 1000 is 90, and you rank up again, 601 to 1000 is 130, and it keeps increasing the higher you go. So let me show you the process of how to max out a character from 5-star to 6. So let me go down. Do I have a character with a max soul tree already? Hopefully I do. Okay, I do not. I will max out this character though. So what you want to do is get him to level 100. So the way to do that is when you first get a 5-star, they will be level 60. You press augment, you feed characters into them to get these 4 bars filled. That will boost their level cap to 80. And then when you go soul tree and get them to 80, this will be unlocked. So you have to be level 80 to unlock this, and it'll increase their level cap another 20 to get them to 100, and that's the max level for a 5-star. Let me max his soul tree real quickly so you don't have to sit there and watch. So right now I used 5 Hogakus to max out the Peshe. It costs 5 because he's a metal exchange character, and as you can see, he's now 6-star. So his level gets resetted and you have to augment him again. So when you do augment him, you get him to 120 max level cap, and then from this here you go from level 120 to 150, and then you got your 6-star abilities, which you need specific grade characters, as I said, to max them out. So let me go back, let me see if I have a character who is 150 that. So when you do max out a character to 150, max Sultry as well, you got this release button which costs 3 Hokus, or if the metal exchange character like Peshe will cost 5 Hoku wheels, and this allows you to get your character 200 on one condition that you need droplets. So this character I've already used my Hoku wheels, I don't want to waste my Hoku wheels on Tag Team Rukia. So to increase your level cap by 10, I'm going to need 80 orange droplets, another 80 orange droplets, 80 blue, 80 red, 80 purple, and then 80 green. And that gets your character 200. But if we look at, for example, Ulquiorra, he's got Soul Reaper Killer, which is really nice, strong attack, recharge time negative 12%. But let's look at his stats. You can tell what kind of build they are just looking by their stat. 528 attack and SP 667. You can tell that his SP is much higher. It's higher by like 140. So he's going to be a strong attack damage character. Let's take a look at his effects. He's got Frenzy, meaning he does extra hits on his strong attack. Therefore, you do want to stack SP on this character. Trust me, you do not want to stack attack or put chappies and lower your SP to 0. It's going to make this character pretty useless. But if you have SP on him, he's going to be an absolute monster. So let's show off the difference between Frenzy and Flurry. So here we're in the events page. So let me explain a couple things as well before I actually start the quest and show you the difference between Frenzy and Flurry. So if you want to farm a certain quest quickly, make sure you use 5 soul tickets at once. You'll do the quest once, but you get 5 times the rewards. And if a quest is really hard, make sure you put your boosters on as well. They only cost 300 each. And if you're leveling up characters, make sure you put your XP booster on. This basically gives you 30% extra XP. However, the use 5 soul tickets doesn't work for every event. It doesn't work for the raids, inheritance zone, the droplet zone, or the special events such as the Rukia XP event. We're going to take this off for now. We're going to take off a friend as well. Basically, when a friend uses you or you use a friend, you get friend points. And like I said, that can be used to get crystals, jewels, droplets, and Hogakus. But before we go into that, as I showed you before, Aizen is a frenzy character. And then we got Kenpachi Blue, who's got Poise and Flurry, so it does extra damage on his normal attack. So let's take off my friend, and I'll show you real quickly how this works. So Aizen's going to do insane damage on his strong attacks, while Kenpachi is going to do crazy damage on his normal attack. So as you can see, he hits for about 1,300 on his normal attack. First strong attack, 3k because of Frenzy. And he could have done more damage, but these guys are very low enemies, so I can basically one-shot him. Let's just move on to the next one. So he just one-shot. But if we switch to Kenny and use strong attack, so it takes about 2 hits for him to die, and that's 1,400. But if we use his strong attack, 3k per hit. Absolute monster. I think I'll show it off as well in the raids. Raids is definitely better to show it off. We'll go with this raid. Oh, we don't want any attribute advantage. We'll go with this raid here. So Aizen does have the Soul Reaper Killer, and as you can see, these are all Soul Reapers, so he'll be doing more damage, while Kenpachi has the Espada Killer. No boosters, no friend, and I'll show you this really quickly. Let me just put this on quick. Alright, here we go, Aizen. So we'll show off his normal attack first. So normal attack, about 1,600. But strong attack, look at that, it hits multiple times for about... Oh, that's my bad. Let me just wait for it to recharge. Look at that, 1,500 per hit. Nearly one-shot of that enemy. But if we switch to Kenpachi, look at that, 4k per hit on his normal attack. I did get stunned there. Plus he's got Poise, which means if he gets hit, he won't be staggered back like Aizen. But if we use his strong attack, we need to anyways to guard break. He only does 800 damage compared to Aizen, who was doing about 1,100 per hit. Because of Frenzy, it's about 2k. So if his strong attack, doesn't do much damage. But if you use his normal attack, you can see how much damage Flurry does. Switch back to Aizen, let's see that again. Look at that, just one-shots him. But his normal attack is terrible. Look at that, his strong attacks just absolutely destroy. So like I said, 6-star abilities do make a difference, as well as stats on the character. For Aizen, he had high SP, Frenzy, therefore you want to stack SP. Kenpachi had Flurry, Poise, just Flurry in general, high attack, therefore you stack attack. And if you can, get rid of your SP for the Chappies, because they do give you higher attack than if you put an item that's not a Chappie and a second effect of an attack. For example, this robe only gives me 30, but this Chappie gives me 60. So I suggest that you do put a Chappie with a second effect of 20 attack or 30 attack, and that'll make a massive difference. You can make Kenny hybrid, which is okay, but trust me, if you want to auto, Chappies is the way to go because you get more defense and more stamina. So let's go through the auto options really quickly. I don't want this beginner's guide to go for too long. So for auto, basically means you can put your thing on auto, your questing. A character with heals is probably the best auto character in my opinion. For example, Onohana has heals, Christmas Uru has heals, and they can be champion as well, which makes them really great too. What are some other characters? Swimsuit Nemu, she doesn't have Flurry or Poise, same thing with Christmas Uru, but I do put Chappies on her. This is my old build, but when I used to auto, I used to put Chappies because boost her attack. She has very similar SP attack, therefore hybrid build. You could put hybrid, or you could put double Chappie, but this item is very useful in that it increases your healing effect by 100%. A heal usually heals you for 20% of your total health, but when you have this item here which increases by 100%, you will heal for a total of 40% stamina. I won't show off any autos with heals, but trust me, they have top priority. Second priority auto characters will probably be Poise, Flurry, or Frenzy characters because they can absolutely decimate, simple events and story. But if you want to farm raids, then Poise Flurry is probably the better option and not Frenzy, unless you want to play manually. There's not much else I can show you guys. That's basically the whole beginner's guide. However guys, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more Bleach Browsers content, and if you have any questions about the game, including specific builds, what to do, and where to spend your currencies, let me know in the comments below, or feel free to ask Reddit. Trust me, they're a friendly community, and any other YouTuber out there. Like I said guys, hopefully this beginner's guide helps you guys out, and enjoy the rest of your day.